Hi guys, it's Hayden here from the Dreamtime Academy. Sorry I'm a bit late today. I've just been doing a session with a lovely lady in America. So yeah, it's been awesome actually, been helping to raise the vibe of the planet. And yeah, so welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology readings. I've got my board with me and I've got my colour mirrors bottles with me, and we're going to be working on your dates of birth and aligning with all of that. So how is everybody today? So let's have a look, see who we've got here. Okay, so we have got Paula Torres. Hiya, Paula. We've got Suzanne. Guess we're early, she's saying. I have 2 live streams going. Have you? Wow, you're greedy on the live streams there. And Mars is here. Hiya, Mars. It's, I think WA is an hour behind Sydney, so I hope I haven't missed this. No, you're still there. Let's have a look. So we got, who else is here? Okay, we've got, I'll just move that out of the way. Ashley, hi Ashley. Kim, lovely to see you. Has anyone been struggling with wanting to enlighten people, yet then try to keep own vibration high? Seems to 3D to 4D, etc. Attempting to raise, but yeah, it can be difficult. But again, you know, you've got to just take responsibility for your own, you know, sort of journey and not worry too much about anybody else, because they have to get there in their own way. Remember, we can't fix anybody really. We just have to allow, you know, sort of things to be as they are. Joe Hayden, hiya, from Brisbane. Oh, I'm going to do your date of birth, Joe. Since you've got the same name as me, you've got the same surname. That's awesome. Christina, Sol Fem Shams. Sol Fam Shams. What do you mean? What are you saying? Hiya, Robin. Nice to see you. And grateful for advice. Know that it's going to enlighten people. They soon, they'll learn soon enough. They always do. Hi, Rebecca Shatswell as well. Nice to see you. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to start off then. Let's give it a go. Excellent. So welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Friday morning here. And Saturday's got a busy Saturday because obviously I'm doing a Reiki 1 workshop in Mandurah this weekend. So I've got 4 lovely ladies coming to learn Reiki, you know, which is, it's a great way to sort of, you know, it's like a great foundation, isn't it, into energy healing. I think it's a good place to start, even if we sort of move away from it later on down the track. So Christina, yep, we're all here at Sham's Soul Family. Yeah, where's Ma? Is Ma there today? Are there? No. Where's Ma? Is Ma ducked out? Is she today? That's there you go. Excellent. All right. So Joe Hayden. All right, I'm going to look at yours. So Joe, what I'm doing now is I'm just taking your date of birth and I'm popping it into a chart, a birth chart. Okay. So you're the 24th of the 2nd, 1962. Okay, Joe. All right. So you've got, wow. So you're very sensitive. You've got 3 2s in your chart, which is pretty cool. And that's the way it looks. Okay, so you're actually somebody who can be a little bit skeptical of new concepts until you get your own proof. Oh, you are, Ma. Hello. All right, so you've got this arrow which is called the arrow of the inquirer. So it means that you have to do your own investigation, new concepts and ideas, you know, especially those that can't be scientifically proven until you get your own proof. And then once you do, you can become like an avid convert. Very, very sensitive. You see, you probably align with animals and children and old people, and you're a bit of an empath. So sometimes you can actually feel how they're feeling. So yeah, you're actually a very loving person as well, because you're a day number 6. So you have to live positively. Otherwise, you can go into worry and anxiety. All right. So we don't want to live like that. So being creative and being at home is very beneficial for you. All right. So that will help to raise your vibration. You struggle quite a lot because you've only got the 1-1, which is your masculine energy. So there is restriction around the throat. And also because you don't have your 5 energy there, which is the center of your emotional plane, you can sometimes struggle to communicate how you're feeling. Now, you are creative and the home is very important, but actually very practical as well. So you're quite organized, quite practical person. You're a doing person. And so, and I actually feel like you would be able to express your creativity through your hands. So even though you can't necessarily always find the words, I feel like you would be able to express those through your hands. Hi, Ray. Nice to see you. So you know, you are somebody who's ambitious as well. And I actually feel like as well, because you're a 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 4, 26, you're an 8. Very independent person, ruling eights are very independent. I'll show you your colors as well, so you can sort of see what they look like. So your day number is a 6, which is Venus energy, which is pink over pink. That means that you're all about love. You know, it's all about love and harmony and balance in relationships. And, you know, this will be about self-love and all that sort of life lessons that come up. But also your biggest influence is your 8 energy, which is your lilac over violet. Now, this is like old father time. Saturn is, you know, they wants to build solid foundations and actually is a very good money manager, but also somebody that could be good at accounting or that likes the travel industry. This is somebody as well, you know, the 8 energy is very independent, organized, and likes to be in control. So you know, these are your colors. And that's kind of when you put those two colors together, it's like love from above. So it's actually a very, you know, sort of highly advanced spiritual awareness, but also the heart energy is expanded as well. So it's like the love from above. Actually, those two colors sometimes together as well can relate to the loss of a mother as well. So there can be like a bit of a grief associated with that can come through as well. So yeah, so you're very organized, independent. I think you'd make a good manager as well. You know, often that sense of like being very process driven, and actually you're a very nurturing person as well. So you're a very loving and nurturing, giving person. So I feel like maybe you need to give yourself some of your own nurturing energy. They are beautiful colors, aren't they? There you go. So Joe says, I love animals. Yes. And empathy. Definitely. Spot on. I'm at home through, spot on. I'm at home through my hands. Love that. I am a professional hand reader. Oh, wow. There you go. So there you go. It's like, couldn't be more spot on, could it? Joe Hayden. What does my hand say? And Susan says, can you please do my mom? But yep, I'll have a look at your mum as well. And I'll have a look at Ray as well. So glad that you caught me live as well, Ray. Yeah, absolutely. I'll go into yours next, Ray. Now, let's have a look. Okay, what else can I get? So I can get your personal year cycle from there. The way we do that is we have to look at, like, we add those numbers up there, and that adds up, sorry, the 2002. What am I talking about? 2020. We're not in 2002. I'm only 18 years behind. There you go. That's a professional numerologist for you. So 2020, it's one of those days. So yeah, so we're in a 4, 5, 6, 10 and 12. You're in a 3 year. So this is a really great year for you at the moment to be able to study because the mind gets stimulated under this transition. So for year, you've got the 3 influencing your personal year cycle. So it's about expansion, but it's also to do with like your mind and learning and being able to retain information. So it's a really great time to be able to do a vocational course. All right. You hate being told what to do. That's it. That's absolutely right. Excellent. Ashley, Joe, what does it mean if you have a short lifeline? Can that mean you're hot tempered? I've got a short lifeline as well, Ashley. My lifeline's very short on that hand there. It's like it goes to there, only goes to there. So I've always been a bit concerned about that. I wonder if I'm going to drop dead like early in life. I hope not. We'll see. Hopefully it's not going to be during my life today. It means you found your vocation early. Oh, there you go, Ashley. That makes sense, doesn't it? There you go. There you go. Thank God we did. Mind you, I was 30. I think I was 39 or 38 when I found my vocation. I was just living a lie up until that point. Won't drop dead early. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thanks for saying that. Yours is long, but mine is long. Your boyfriend has a short one. Oh, well, there you go, Ashley. So there you go. So that's good, isn't it? That's really cool that you know that he's not just going to drop dead on you. Anyway, God, we've digressed, haven't we, today? It's true. It's true. All right, so Ray, let's have a look. Ray. Okay, remember, we're just doing like little insights today based on your on your, you know, on your date of birth. But if you want a full reading, then obviously the Starseed Numerology reports go into so much more. They look at your living name, your personal year cycles, and everything like that as well. So they're really cool, and they're only on for 49 Australian dollars at the moment, and they're a handcrafted 15-page report. So Joe, if you want more information, you have to look at all aspects of your vibrational fields. So you know, you can't just look at your date of birth. You've got to look at your living name, and you can get so much more information from that, and astrology as well, and all of your color influences as well. So Cameo says, would you be able to do my husband Jesse January the 14th, 1994? Yeah, absolutely. I'll take a look at that one as well for you. Excellent. So Ray, I'll just go back to your date of birth. I'll find it again. So you're the, are you this? Yeah, you're the 16th of the 12th. So the 16th of December, 1958. What's your real name, Ray? Is it Ray? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3 ones, a 2, a 9, 5, and an 8. I think that's it. Oh, Raina or Rena. Excellent. Yeah, no, the color information is so cool. Once you are, you know, because it's almost like you can get your name in color as well, because like your vowels and consonants in your name carry different color resonances, and that gives me more information. So there's so many ways that you can go into doing like really, really detailed reports. But the ones that I do look at your soul urge and your outer expression number and the colors that are associated with that, as well as like your planetary influences and your ruling number and your color personality and all of that sort of stuff as well. So it's very depth, you know, and it's like a life report. Somebody said to me last week, they said, oh, that's like a life report that I can just keep on referring back to. It's like a soul blueprint report, really. Okay, so you're very determined, Raina. So you've got this arrow of determination, which is called the 1, 5, and 8 when they're present diagonally like that. It means you're very persistent with your goals in life. So you will always make sure that you achieve them. You won't let anything stop you. So you're not one of these people that's going to start a project and then stop it and then forget about it. You're the one that will do it all the way through. You also have the arrow of emotional balance. That's all of the numbers that are present there on the emotional plane. These are physical numbers, these are mental numbers, these are emotional. So when you have the 2, 5, and 8 in a line like that, it's like playing noughts and crosses with numbers, isn't it? What we can see is that you're very well adept and very well equipped to deal with emotional situations in your life. Okay, so it means that, you know, it's like you might not necessarily see it like that, and actually this arrow can present itself in so many different ways. But, you know, a lot of the time, you know, say for example, you know, you had a pretty dramatic emotional situation in your life, you know, other people might crumble, whereas you would find a way around that to be able to navigate it. So it actually gives you a lot of strength emotionally. So that's beautiful. It's the complete opposite of like the arrow of hypersensitivity, where you've got a weak soul protection. That's not you. Now you've got the day number 16, which is a 7. Now that's like me. So I'm a 16th of October guy. All right. So, and the 16 is the tower in the color mirrors system. So I'll show you what that looks like. And then I'll break it down, because obviously your 7 energy is Neptune. Neptune is this beautiful turquoise over turquoise bottle there. This is the spiritual teacher. So actually, you are somebody who likes to investigate the deeper meanings behind life, and actually you have to learn through your own experience as well. And sometimes that has to be through the tower experience. Now, this is olive over lilac energy. All right. And the tower in tarot card is number 16 in the tarot cards. And that's like, you know, breaking down of all of the things in your life for consequent clarification. So the 16s often have to go through the tower experience time and time and time again. And it's to learn lessons so that their soul can evolve. So it can be quite a challenging, it's a karmic number 16. So you're a 9, 10, 18, 19, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26, 30, 33. Ah, wonderful. You're a 33, 6. So again, you've got that beautiful Venusian pink energy there, your ruling number. You're about home and family and love, and you're very creative, but you're actually here to master love. All right. So that is your, you know, the 33 is the master number. It's about mastering love. This is your color, your main color influence in your birth chart. Look at that. It's about divine love meets unconditional love towards the self. And this is about harmony and balance within relationships as well. So the 6 energy is very very family orientated. It wants love and balance and harmony in all its relationships. It's a very Libran sort of color energy that comes through that, even though you're not a Libran. And actually, for you're somebody who you've got the 3-1, so you can be very chatty with people that and sometimes can be a bit of a baba clacker, all right. Or the other types of the 3-1 people are the very quiet people who don't say boo to a goose. So so that's an interesting one, isn't it? So gorgeous Neptune turquoise. Yeah, it's Atlantean as well, and Aquarian. So turquoise is about trust. All right, so it's trusting the process that it works. So it's gorgeous, isn't it? Loads of towers, stunning divinity with Libra rising. Okay, there you go. So that Libran energy is definitely around you. Absolutely. Beautiful. So you've got actually these are positive arrows. When you've got those arrows like that, when the numbers are lacking, that's a negative arrow. So it can have a negative influence in your life that needs to be rebalanced. And we can rebalance those with color energy, with numbers, with actions. Taking actions always works, doesn't it? So so that's great. So areas of development for you would be like your memory and your analytical skills, and also maybe some grounding as well, because you don't have 4 in your chart, do you? You don't have a 4 and 4 or a 7, which are on the physical plane. So sometimes you could do with a bit of grounding. You might be somebody who kind of lives in la la land a little bit sometimes. So bringing in a bit of red energy can help and assist with that. So so hopefully that's made sense. Now I'm gonna bring in your personal year cycle. That's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14. So you're in a 5 this year. So for you, you've got that Mercury energy that's shining its light on you this year as well. So Mercury in the color mirror system is green, which is about space, green over green. It's communication, versatility, and freedom. So the 5 is about freedom. It's a freedom seeker. It wants to feel free. It doesn't want to feel restricted. So this year, you don't want to feel restricted. You might feel things more intensely this year as well. So it can be quite a challenge, obviously all that stuff that's going on with COVID, where we're feeling locked down and suppressed. There's all this change and disruption of old orders taking place, and you want to feel free, and you're being, kind of forced to stay indoors, or we have been. That can be a little bit of a challenge. There you go. Definitely la la land. My tomorrow, your today. Okay, no, that's cool. Live for freedom. First thing I said with the lockdown. Live for my freedom. There you go. Yeah, that's it. I think, that's the thing that's being challenged with a lot of us, isn't it, during this period, is like our freedom, our rights of freedom are being questioned. It's like, whereas always before we've had freedom to roam wherever we want. And now all of a sudden we've been told, no, we can't do that. And of course, we become like babies, like spitting our dummies out the pram. Is that the right expression? Spitting our dummies out the pram. Yeah. So it's like, you're like, no, I want to go there and you can't tell me what to do. And all of that sort of stuff comes up, doesn't it? So Maz says, hey, Dan, can you please check out mine, the 7th of October, 1985? I know you did, but I got the payment wrong, so sorry. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. So Ray, thank you very much. You're very welcome. Very welcome indeed. Great energy and reading. You should you should know your eyebrows and hair are on point, by the way. Had to say it. Are they? Are they? My eyebrows and hair. I don't know what's going on with my eyebrows. I don't know what is going on with them. But I think they're getting bigger as I'm getting older as well. And my hair is like, there's nothing I can do about that. But I'm glad that I've still got my hair. That is the important thing. Because I'm nearly, I'm 47? I'm 47, I think. I'm born in 72. Yeah, so, like a lot of nearly 50-year-old men, like, go bald, don't they? And I'm not one of them. Very handsome. Oh, how sweet. Exactly. Still got my hair. Still got it. Excellent. Who should I do next? Okay, so let's have a look. Say, have a look back through. Let's have a look. I'll do Susan's mum. Are you still there, Susan? Susan's mum is next. What's your mum called, Susan? So she's the 24th of the 5th. And then if you're watching this back, Susan's mum, there you go. Hopefully you'll enjoy this reading. Born in 1936. Awesomeness. There you go. Fantastic. Okay, so she's got the 1, the 2, the 3, 4, 5. Wow, she's got a cool chart. Very cool chart. She's only lacking a 7 and an 8. Look at all these positive arrows she's got. Ooh, what a lady. What a lady. Look at that. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive arrows. This is an interesting one to do. Hey, Carol. Okay, so Carol. That's it. Born in the year of the rat. This is your year, Hayden. Woohoo. It is my year. I'm a water rat. And actually, so is my mum. We're both rats, and rats tend to scurry. So it's dead funny when you look at my mum and me going for, like, if we ever get to go on a walk together, we're the ones that sort of scurry off up the front, and everyone else is kind of strolling behind. And it's like, it's quite interesting watching it, you know, and everyone's like, oh, slow down. We can't because we're rats. Simon, 33. You can't handle the truth, 33. It's the Addams family. Diddle-a-dum. Diddle-a-dum, diddle-a-dum, diddle-a-dum. The cheeky and the gooky, they're all together spooky. You are funny. You cheeky thing. I might have to ban you from the Dreamtime Healing Room for saying that, but I actually did find that quite funny. So yeah. My mum's Maria, please. The love is 3. My dad's 4. 4 is thought, 3 is heart. There you go. You're talking riddles, Simon. Amanda Jebb, can you do my daughter, the 30th of October, 1995? I'll do as many as I can. You're a cracker. Hair is ultimate awareness. Right. Okay. Let's not digress. Okay. We're looking there at Carol's now. Carol. Wow. What a mum, Susan. You're lucky to have a mum like her. So she's got the arrow of intellect, which is the 3, 6, and 9. All right. So that means that she's got very active mind. So she's not somebody that will get dementia. Her mind is very active. Her memory's good. Actually, her long-term memory may be better than her short-term memory, though, because often when the mind gets that active, you know, it can result in, you know, in forgetting what you've been doing yesterday. No, she's very determined. She's got very strong willpower, and she very rarely takes heed of her own intuition. And actually, you know, she wants to get her own way, so she can be quite stubborn. Actually, she's very, you know, she likes to plan things out. She likes to know what's coming next. She's quite process driven. She's got the arrow of the planner. She's also got the arrow of determination, which means that she's very persistent in achieving her goals. So she's quite left brain, but also she's got, you know, she's got this strength and this willpower. The 4, 5, and 6 is like the backbone of the chart. So, you know, she's one of those, you know, she's a tough cookie. She struggles a little bit to talk about how she feels, even though she knows how she feels. She's very loving as well. She's got the 24, the 6 energy, which is the Venus bottle. The pink energy is a day number. Very creative, very family orientated, and very loving. Excuse me. She's a 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 24, 28, 29, 30. She's a 3, a ruling 3. So her main energy is Jupiter. So she's very expansive. She's the color of the new Christ ray. So she might have suffered from a little bit of low self-esteem, self-confidence. And, you know, she might need to question her beliefs in her life so that she can let go of anything that's no longer in alignment with her truth. And actually, it's about expansion and self-acceptance. So for her, she needs to, you know, sort of align with this higher aspect of herself. And she's probably inspired by lyrics, music, poetry. You know, she might be interested in writing and those things as well. So yeah, so she's a beautiful, yeah, she's got the 4, 5, and 6. Wow. She's very strong. Hi, Valerie. Valerie Johnson, the 4th of August, 1960. I'll have a look at yours, Valerie, as well. All right. Lovely, Valerie. I love that name. You know, I like all the old-fashioned names. Like my favorite name, believe it or not, is Brenda. You might all be laughing now, but 4 is fact, 3 is truth, 6 is love, truth. There you go. You're welcome, Valerie. So there you go. So that's a powerful one for Carol. All right. And she's in a 9, 10, 11, 15. She's in a 6. This year it's going to be home, family. She might want to redecorate this year. She might be changing the way she looks this year. Okay. So she's a beautiful, she's all mind as well. You know, she's very in her mind. So I feel like for her, but also she, you know, she's very heartfelt as well. She's good balance, actually. Good balance. And is seeming to have dementia. She's a beautiful soul. Oh, she had an injury. It's interesting because the arrow of intellect can manifest as the short-term memory can get affected. All right. But it's there's often ways in, because it's sometimes the mind is so active, you see, it's overly active, that they're probably okay. They can remember things that happened ages ago, like when they were a kid or whatever, but they find it really difficult remembering, like, you know, what they had for tea last night, and just forget things on a day-to-day basis. So it can, and it's interesting because it's actually an overactive mind that causes that, and that can give help her to retrieve lost memories. That's a really powerful doing it. And also, you know, yellow energy as well. You know, yellow is very good as a stimulant. I'm going to have a look at Valerie's next. Valerie, you're next, Val. Excellent. Okay, so you're the 4th of August, lovely Leo lady. 4th of August, 1960. So you got the 1, the 4, the 6, the 9, the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8. Okay, there we go. So Valerie, this is you. So you can see there, like, Valerie's chart's very different to looking at Carol's, you know, and the fact that, you know, she's got, like, she hasn't got any positive arrows, but she's got a negative arrow there, which is called the arrow of the inquirer. So Valerie, for you, you know, you can be quite skeptical of anything that can't be scientifically proved until you get your own proof, and then you can become like an avid convert. So you have got this inquiring, skeptical mind about you, that it wants to search out truth and find its own proof. Now, you are very organized, you're very practical, you struggle to communicate how you feel because there's a restriction around that, the masculine energy there, and also the 5 energy isn't present. So, you know, sometimes you don't know how you feel, so you can react to emotional situations. You love the home and family, and you're actually very creative. I feel like you've got this practicality about you. Your day number is a 4, which is about materialism, practicality, and grounding, and it's very, you know, 3-dimensional. It wants nice things, it likes the material aspects of life, but it also means you're a doing person, so you can actually express that creativity through your hands. You're somebody who likes to be in control as well, so, and actually very organized, and you know, you're somebody who's very nurturing as well. And I feel like you could do with developing your intuition, okay, because there's no 2, and also the memory and the imagination. You're a 9, 10, 16, 19, 16, 17, 18, 19, 24, 28. You're ruling number 10. So we haven't seen a 10 today. So the ruling 10 energy is this here. You're right on one today, Simon, aren't you? With all your comments, there you go. Look at that. So this is the 10 energy. All right. So the 10 is the Wheel of Fortune in the Colour Mirrors system, and the 10s are very adaptable people. So your ruling number is you're a leader, but this is a very soft, feminine energy that can never be abused. So this is gold, which is your authentic power and wisdom and your value, and underneath is that olive, which is soft, feminine energy. So this is like non-ego based power. 10 is very cool. It's a beautiful bottle to bathe in. Now, this is actually Egyptian energy as well, past life, ancient Egypt. This relates to Isis, the goddess who gave birth to the sun. All right. So that's that soft feminine energy. Now, remember, guys, if you haven't already liked this video, please like it. And also you can subscribe to my channel to get notifications of when I go live. So you can bring in all your friends and family and get readings for them on a Thursday and a Friday between 9 and 10 Western Standard Time. Just make sure that you click the bell for future notifications after you subscribed as well. Okay. Valerie, you know, for you, you know, you've got this, you know, the 4 energy, which is your day number energy, is Uranus, which is the planet of the future. Now, this one is yellow over deep turquoise. This is about change and disruption of old order. So you might feel like you have to go through a lot of change and letting go of all things that no longer serve you within your life to clear a path for the future so you can create the golden age in your life. But this is a very practical doing. You know, these people are usually very good with their hands. You'll reach out. Absolutely, Valerie. Look, if you want a report doing as like a holistic report, which looks at your name, Valerie, and your soul edge and your outer expression number, which are derived from the vowels and consonants within your living name, and a comparison between that and your birth chart, and then bring in all the color influences, looking at your peak years of maturity and your starseed origin, which means the star system that your soul originated from after it came from source consciousness. Then you can get one of those. They're on special at the moment as well for only 49 Australian dollars for the whole of the month of July. Okay, so get in and get your report. It is a beautiful bottle, Ashley. There you go. So 9 is God, interesting. 1 is 0, God, COVID-19. I wish I could understand what you're trying to say, Simon. It looks fascinating, but also very highly confusing. All right, there we go. So we're moving on. Love and light. Yes, indeed. There you go. It'll be my 8th personal year. Next year is your 8th. So you're a 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. Yeah. So yeah, you're in an 8. Yeah. And actually that's you stepping into your authentic power and wisdom next year. That's right, Valerie. That's exactly right. And actually, the 8 is where you step into your independence a bit more. Money improves as well next year as well. You often find during the 8 year, it's almost like you come out of a trough year of a 7 and you go into 8, and it's like all of a sudden, like, you start manifesting all this new money. It's awesome. It's very good. Sometimes the 7 years can be quite challenging, I must admit, all right, so let's have a look, see if we can have a look at another one. Who should we do? Amanda Jeb. Should we look at we're looking at your daughter? Amanda Jeb. Yeah, let's have a look at that. What's your daughter's name? She's the 30th of October, 1995. The 30th of October, 1995. All right. Yeah, Valerie, leave a few comments. Let me know what you thought of your reading. Did you resonate with that? Did it make sense for you? Number 5, number 1, 2 1s and a 3. All right. Well, what's her name? Excellent. Lovely, Valerie. No, that'll be awesome. Okay. Excellent. All right. Are you still there then? Amanda Jeb, are you still there? I'm going to do your daughters. There you are. Rachel. All right. It's Rachel. I think there must be a delay or something today, is there? Okay. So this one here. So this is Rachel's. Okay. So again, she's another one with that arrow of determination, this very strong arrow of persistence to achieve goals. She is a humanitarian, so she's actually very ambitious, very idealistic, and very wise as well. She knows how she feels. She's got beautiful self-expression, could do with developing her sensitivity and intuition. She's somebody who's left brain stimulated as well. She's got that day number 3. Which can result in them being a little bit, have a few doubts about themselves. And expansion and self-acceptance is something that has to come in for them. That is Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, so they want expansion. But it's also the color of the new Christ ray. So what that means is that coral encapsulates unconditional love and joy. There's yellow and pink mixed together. There you go. So Valerie says, yes, 100% accurate. Seeking expert advice. Sure thing. No worries at all. You've come to the right place then. Absolutely. So that's fabulous. So what we'll do as well is, look, we're going to look at your Rachel's ruling number. She's a 9, 10, 19, 24, 25, 26, 28. So she's another 10. Okay. So we're getting a lot of synchronicities happening again, aren't we? Okay. So there we go. So we've got this one here. So this is the 10 energy. All right. So this is her soft feminine power that can never be abused. The goddess Isis that gave birth to the sun, authentic power and value in the conscious, and a soft feminine energy in the subconscious. So this is a beautiful leader. So she's a beautiful, expansive leader, actually. Yeah. So she's going to really start stepping into her own power. She's 25 now, isn't she? So you watch this. She's somebody who's going to, can make a big difference on the planet and bring so much wisdom and love in with her. So it's gorgeous. Does that make sense, Amanda, for you? She's in a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's in a power year as well this year. She loves coral. Can you tell where she originates from? I'd have to do a few more calculations, Amanda. So I have to look at her, where her sun, what position her sun is in at the time that she's born. So I need her date, time and place of birth to be able to look at her starseed origin. And then I can get an accurate sort of description of which star system, like the most likely star system is that she's come from when she left source consciousness. Because remember, we've all been through many star systems, and this is really just a place where the soul kind of originated and developed in its initial stages. Okay. So yeah, nice color combination, Ashley. Yeah, absolutely. Can you see how powerful that is when you mix the coral with the gold and the olive? It's a very soft, gentle power. It's beautiful power. There you go. There we go. So let's have a look. Very good. Let's have a look. We're going to have a look now through Marie. You're Marie. Are you Maz? Excellent. I want to have a look. I saw somebody else's earlier that I was just having a look at that asked me to do their reading for them. And who is that? Actually, Paula. Are you still there, Paula Torres? Paula, are you still there, Paula Torres? I can do yours for you if you like. And was there somebody else who wanted me to do a reading for them? I think it was it you, Marie? You ordered a report and you just want me to take a look at your numbers as well. Let me have a look. Are you still there? Leave your date of birth if I haven't done yours today and you're still waiting. All right, and I'll take a look at that. Hey, Gemstoner, nice to see you. Hello. Who else is watching today then that hasn't introduced themselves? If you make yourself known and whereabouts in the world that you are you watching from overseas? We get a lot of Americans watching as well, Canadians as well. There you go, Gem. I'd love to participate. Absolutely, no problem at all. Was that accurate then, Amanda? Did you like that? She's beautiful. She's got lovely energy. Your daughter, your lovely daughter Rachel. Yeah, she's got beautiful energy there. You have to make her watch that. She's she's coming into her prime, absolute prime at the moment. You're from Israel. Fantastic. I love that. Well, yeah, Gem, leave your date of birth and I'll take a look at that. We got Menthol 2020 as well. Hiya. Much love from the UK. I'd like to hear to have one if you're able. The 6th of September 2002. Yeah, okay, we'll have a look at that. So you're only 18. All right. And what's your real name, Menthol? The 6th of September 2002. I know, so young, eh, Maz? So Menthol, you are John Smith. John Smythe. All right, John, nice to see you. Okay, so you got your 9, you got your 6 energy there as well. Okay, so this is quite an interesting one as well, because the charts of the people that are born like after the year 2000. Phil, she is my soulmate. Oh, that's so sweet, Amanda. Okay, so John, right, you've got you're a very sensitive guy. You're a very loving, sensitive guy. Okay, you love the home and family, very creative. You've got these 2 2s. The 2 is feminine energy, so it's the moon energy, and the moon energy very, it's very intuitive. So you're quite psychic actually, John, and you're very creative as well. Now you've got what's called the arrow here of disorder, and that means that it's the kind of like the opposite of being practical. So you actually, sometimes you can struggle to be practical and to get moving and to do stuff like that. And also you're very skeptical of your concepts and ideas until you've got your own proof. You've got the arrow of the inquirer, which is the lack of the 3, 5, and 7. So, you've got this, that you kind of could probably need encouragement to get out and do some stuff, right? Yeah, I don't know whether you're somebody who sort of prefers to sit like a bit of a computer kid, gamer or something like that. But there's definitely some emphasis on the physical plane that needs to be rebalanced, because you're very creative, you're very ambitious, you're actually somebody who's is very wise but very sensitive and intuitive as well, and creative. You're a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 6 is 19, 10. So you're a leader. So it's another 10, ruling 10. So you're a very adaptable person. You can basically put you into any environment and you do really, really well. You've got authentic, soft, feminine power. All right. So, and that can never be abused. So you're a leader in the most authentic sense of the word. So it's so beautiful. The cause, yeah, because we're so young now, and we're so young now. I wish I could sing that. I know what you're trying to say, but I don't remember how it goes. So yeah, so there you go. So John, and you're in a 4 4 9 13 19. Okay, so you're in it 1 year as well. So actually this year you're starting a new fresh cycle. So you might find that you're moving house, changing jobs, or changing relationships if you're in one this year. All right, so there's fresh new energy. So you'll find that your energy levels rise, and you've got, you know, a lot more stuff that's going on in your life as well. So I think you'll find that will be really, really, really quite an interesting year for you. So yeah, so your Venus energy is your, you know, is your day number, which is this creative, home-based kind of, you know, loving energy. But you've got to make sure that you are, you know, that you're living positively, because that can otherwise go into the opposite of creativity, which is destruction, which is worry, anxiety, and all of those things. Okay. So you're Alan Gemstoner, yeah. Alan is the 25th of the 5th. Hiya, Renee. Nice to see you. How are you, Renee, today? There you go. So leave a few comments and let me know what you thought, John. Did that make sense for you? I will have a look at Jessie as well. Yeah, absolutely. No worries, Cameo. So Alan is the 25th of the 5th, 19. Alon, 25th of the 5th, 1997. There you go. Fantastic. I'm really pleased that you enjoyed that, John. And I'm glad that you found it, you know, beneficial and useful. Excellent. You probably really like animals and children and, you know, sort of old people as well, because you're such a softie. You can be a little bit of somebody who, you know, is a little bit empathic as well. You might feel other people's feelings. Okay. So, Alan, you're again somebody with the arrow of determination. Lots of synchronicities going on today. Very persistent to achieve your goals. You feel things very intensely as well, Alan, because you've got the center of your emotion playing. You've got the 2-5. So this means that your digestive system can rebel if you end up having like arguments and that before dinner. So you've got to have some nice soothing words, chamomile tea before you eat as well, because that can really help with that. You feel things very intensely, so people can feel like you are quite an intense person. So just looking at that as well. Thank you very much, Ashley, for your lovely donation. That's a beautiful blue donation there as well with vibes on it. I love that. Thank you so much. That's awesomeness. There you go. There you go. Fantastic. It's just getting off work and feeling great and full of optimism. I love that. Fantastic. There you go. So Simon's in love with Renee. There you go. That's sweet, isn't it? So you're actually, Alan, you're a humanitarian. So you're actually somebody who, you know, you are here for humanity. You've got a great sense of responsibility and you want to make some changes, be of service. There's a great depth of wisdom and feeling for you, and actually you're very intuitive as well. Now you like to learn through your own experiences. So you've got the day number 7, which is that Neptunian bottle again, that Atlantean wisdom, that Aquarian knowledge. And this is all about faith and trust and actually being a teacher, because the 7 is the teacher, the spiritual teacher. So that's your A number influence, okay? And your ruling number is a 9, 10, 19, 26, 26, 31, 36, 38. 8, 9, 10. You're an 11. All right. So, Alan, you're actually here for a spiritual purpose to guide humanity forward into the golden age. So this is your bottle there, which is number 11 is duality. All right. Duality is the bottle of, because it's a master number 11. It's your last look at issues of separation. But you're here to help people to look at and shine light into their shadows and recognize the illusion. All right. So you're very sensitive. You like companionships, you know, you like being in a partnership, but I actually feel for you as well that, you know, you've got like a purpose to be able to help humanity evolve in some way. And of course, because you are have the 7 wisdom energy and the mysteries, illusion and magic, you know, you've got this as very much a kind of spiritual pathway, soul purpose really coming in for you there. So that's gorgeous. Excellent. Thanks very much, John. Got to go. Lots of love back to you. Looking forward to your future videos. Have a great day yourself, John. All the best to you. Okay. So Gemstoner says it's very true so far. Well, you know, you are, you know, you're very intuitive, and actually I feel like you'd make a really great teacher. You feel things very, very intensely. sleep. All right. So you've got to make sure that you don't get around people that are going to make you feel discombobulated. All right. All right. So there you go. All right. So there's yours. Can you see all the influences there? Now you've got the 7 energy as well, which is, again, you're wanting to learn through your own experience. There is a restriction, even though you know how you feel, sometimes you can struggle to talk about how you feel. So there is a repression around the throat center. So some rebalancing could take place there. And actually, if that is something that goes on for many years, you can get an imbalance within your thyroid that can go up. There you go. So Jem says, oh, wow, I'm really amazed. This is some important affirmation I needed here. Incredible. Thank you so much. I thought it was only in my head. Not at all, Alan. Not at all. You are definitely here for a spiritual purpose. And you would really benefit, I think, as well, from getting one of my Starseed Numerology reports, because you would definitely have Starseed lineage. If you're here today watching this, there's strong chance that you are a starseed, that you've come from a different star system to help raise the planet's vibration into the new golden age of Aquarius. So, it's very important work that we're here to do. And, anyone who's a ruling 11 or a ruling 7 or a ruling 9, that energy is very, it's got purpose and it wants to be able to help and assist. And even the 10s, a lot of you 10s in here today, so that's fabulous. All right. So there you go. So that was Alan's. Now let's have a look. I want to do, where are you? Cameos. Okay. So cameo. Not sure if you had a chance to do my husband, Jesse. Jesse. It's quite an interesting name. It's a little bit of an androgynous name, isn't it? Isn't it Jesse, or is it Jess? And what's his? Can you give me his date of birth again, please? What's his date of birth? Oh, Marie, of course. I'm going to have a look at yours as well. You're a Libran lady, Marie. Excellent. I love doing Librans charts as well, because I fully understand the Libran psychology, being one myself. Are you there? What's Jesse's? What I'll do is I can go. There you go. It's the 14th of January. So the 14th of Jan, 1994. There you go. So Maz says, Simon, you're spamming. You are spamming a little bit, Simon. If you can just slow down the amount of spamming messages, that would be awesome. It's quite distracting. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for that. All right. So you got the 2 9s. You got the 1 1 1, and I think that's it. Okay. So Jesse's actually got a weak soul protection, so he gets easily hurt cameo. So what I mean by that is he's got this arrow of hypersensitivity. So that's the lack of the 2, 5, 8, all of the numbers on his emotional plane. So what that means is actually for him, he might isolate himself or put him away, because he doesn't want confrontation. So they can become a little bit habitual, these people. He's also somebody who'd be quite skeptical of this, so he'd probably listen to this and he'd be like, what a load of rubbish. He'd have to get his own proof before he becomes an avid convert. He's a very practical person. He's a doing person. So he likes freedom, so he doesn't want to feel restricted. For him, he'd be better off working on his own, like have a machinery sort of like business, or like a builder or something like that, where he's actually quite practical because he's got these 4s. So he likes the material side of life. He's a doing person for sure. Probably, doesn't really want to talk about his emotions and that type of thing. He could be quite quiet as well, or he can be quite chatty. He's got the 3 1 thing going on. He's got the isolated 9, so he's very ambitious. And he is a humanitarian. He's quite a wise man as well, but he's quite idealistic. He's a 9, 10, 19, 23, 24, 24, 28, 29. So he's a 29. So he's a 29, 11. So again, he's actually, whether he knows it or not, he's here for a spiritual purpose. He's here to guide humanity forward. He's got the duality bottle. Actually, he's chosen quite a difficult life because he's got the 29, 11, which is grace under pressure. So for him, I feel like he's probably had to go through some early challenges in his life, or some really quite difficult periods in his life, but his soul has chosen that. and he needs to shine a light into his shadow. So all the things that he's keeping in the depths of his subconscious mind, he needs to be able to sort of release those and let go of the guilt, because he might be feeling guilty about stuff. So he works on the highways. That makes sense. And he's sensitive and hides emotions with most, but me. Okay, that's great. At least he can open up to you. So you tell him that all the time, yeah? Yeah, he would, he'd just be wanting to just be in the physical all the time, wants to be free. The highway is very much as, a very, an industry where, it's like you've just got roads going on forever and ever and ever. It gives him that sense of freedom. But actually, he's here to do some work. So I feel like for him, he's chosen quite a difficult path for himself, though. I don't know whether there's stuff going on for him when he was a kid, or whether, that he, and he's almost like he just doesn't want to open up about his emotions. So I feel like he needs to find a way of being able to express himself. I think that would really help him, because I feel like he probably doesn't know how to do that properly. So he's in a 4, 5, 9, 10. 9, 10. So he's in a 1. So he's got fresh new energy coming in this year as well. All right. Okay. There you go. Thank you, Simon. That's great. We weren't telling you off, it's just, it becomes a bit distracting. That's all. So that's really, really cool. Lovely. Okay. Excellent, Jem. Bless you, Hayden. I love your videos very much. They are some special times. These are some special times. Absolutely. Of course they are. It's like we've never experienced a time like this on our planet ever. All right. So this is like, we are at the cutting edge of evolution in the universe. The Earth is the place to be, whether you like it or not, and everybody is watching us. We are being watched. And, we're probably going to be going through a lot more change over the next few years as well. We just have to keep up with it. All right. So just have to allow yourself to flow instead of getting affected by it, and just be open to change. Change is actually what needs to take place. We can't carry on in the old ways that we were going about, because it wasn't working. All right. Everyone is going through it. Absolutely. Exactly. You come for a certain purpose. You come for a purpose to help to raise the vibration of the planet. That's what we're actually all here to do. Simple. And the way we do that is by starting with ourselves. We start by finding joy, existing in our joy, because then you become a part of an oversoul on the planet, and you're not as affected by all of the negative changes, and the energies that can bring your vibration down. So you can kind of exist in an oversoul as the Earth kind of splits in two. So one, sort of timeline will go off on a trajectory of its own, and it might be dystopic, for example, and one may go on a trajectory of utopia, which is heaven on earth. And that's the one that we're all a part of. All right. All of us lot, we're moving the Earth into the new Earth matrix, the new Earth energy. Exist in dream time. Exactly. And that's why you're with the Dreamtime Academy. That's why you're here, because you've identified it. You understand that all we are is energy vibrating at different frequencies, and we can shift our frequency and feel good whenever we choose. We just have to choose to do that. Set an intention and do the work. And the work is to feel good. So it's not that hard, is it? Let's face it. So find your passion, find your joy, and take action towards that, whatever it is. Okay, that's the key. So Maz, I'm going to do you next. Maz, okay, Marie, the 7th of the 10th, 1985. Marie, there we go. Marie, 7th of the 10th. So Marie, you like you like balance and harmony in relationships. You're a bit of a romantic at heart. You like balance, and actually you like to explore the deeper meaning behind life. So you like to see what's beneath the surface. And yeah, you're a bit of a diplomat as well. So somebody who likes to be, the sort of person who works out any problems or imbalances. You like to harmonize. That's one of the things that you're really good at. You're always on the go as well. So you're always doing things, going here, going there, going everywhere. You're a very determined lady. And your beautiful communication skills. So you know how you feel, you communicate, great listener, great communicator. You do actually a little bit with, actually you've got a lot of nervous energy. So that's why, you know, that always on the go. So it's like nervous energy that, you know, it's quite frenetic. So that's why you kind of, so you need bright, happy company night. You need to have peaceful people around you. Harmony is very important for you as well to help you to kind of just be. Again, you know, you know, you've got this ability to be a teacher, but you have to learn through your own experience. All right. So nobody can tell you what to do. You have to do it your own way. But you've got this access to this beautiful ancient wisdom and teach that in a very new way. So that's your 7 energy, that Neptune, the Roman god of the sea. So it's Atlantis. You know, it's like Poseidon, you know, the king of Atlantis, that energy. It's the whales and the dolphins, all of that. Is you've got access to. You're a 9, 10, 18, 19, 23, 24, and 7 is 31. So you're a bit of a hermit. So you're a 4, a ruling number 4. So you're very practical. You like material aspects of life, and you're a doing person. And I feel like for you, you could probably teach things like yoga or qigong or massage, you know, because it's the more practical side of things. But you need space for heart healing and heart integration. So you do like space. That's the 31. And that's the 4. All right, so that's your ruling number. So it's change and disruption of old order. You've come as a change maker on the planet to break down the way things are done at the moment. There is a bit of suppressed anger that comes up as well. So there's physical heart healing that needs to take place within your lifetime. So whatever that is, and actually it could be with relation to relationships and things like that. So learning about relationships. And instead of running, you know, sort of going in and trying to love yourself unconditionally, you know, as the first starting point, which is always the key, I think, to all great relationships. There you go. So Camille says, I know my husband has a big purpose this life, just like mine. As I know I'm a healer. He just hasn't learned his purpose. That's right. So this helps a lot. Thanks so much. I know he's a Starseed too. Not sure which one. Well, there you go. Absolutely. You know, Cameo, it's a really profound realization when you know that, you know, that sometimes the struggle that somebody goes through is a soul evolution. And it's sometimes because that they are there to help guide other people through, you know, the same things that maybe they've been through. They become like the facilitator of that healing to take place. But he might be ignoring it. He might not want to look at it, you see. There you go. There you go. There you go. So Jem says, looks like I'm going to go for a healing career after all. Do it. Absolutely. Why not? You know, definitely, Alan. I think that's a really cool thing to do. You know, just work as a healer. That's what the earth needs. That's what we all need. That's what we all want, isn't it? There you go. Now then, is there anybody else that wants a reading today that hasn't had a reading yet before I disappear off? I've got a 10:15 appointment with with a lovely lady over in America. Thank you so much, Maz. That's beautiful. I really appreciate that. 888 there. All the 8s. It's very sweet. And that lovely turquoise energy coming through there with that. So that's beautiful. Thank you very, very much. Anybody else? Any more for any more? Any more for any more? Ashley Shams, go Maz. Yeah, too right. Thanks, Ashley. Thank you very much as well for being here and supporting the Dreamtime Academy. We thoroughly appreciate it. There you go. Please me the 10th of the 6th, 1982. Yep, I'll have a look at you, Simon, then. Since you've been contributing all the way through the session today, that's really very good. All right, so what's your, are you actually called Simon? So you're the 10th of the 6th, yeah? Are you the 10th of the 6th or the 6th of the 10th, Simon? I'm going to go for the 10th of the 6th. 10th of the 6th, 1982. Simon Christopher. All right, so you got your 6 there, you've got your 9, you've got your 8, you've got your 2. All right, So you're a day number 10 person. So again, that 10 bottle comes up again. So you're actually a leader, but you've a soft feminine leader. You've got that beautiful soft feminine. Okay. And there you go. Oh, I'm glad that you're enjoying the sessions, Susan. That's brilliant. So yeah, you also a bit skeptical of new concepts, Simon. You're creative, you're intuitive. You can react to emotional situations. You are very independent. You're a 9, 10, 18, 9, 26, 27. So you're a ruling 9 like me. So you're very wise, actually. It's probably why you've got all those numbers going on in your head. There you go. You rock, Simon. Absolutely. Female energy power. Okay, so this is the 9, it's Mars. And you've got to make sure you do and say what needs doing and saying instead of being meek, mild, and getting angry and frustrated. So, you know, communication is very important to you. That's probably why you want to communicate all the time with all your messages, because, you know, you're actually a leader, a soft feminine leader with a lot of intuition, and you make a great healer as well, and or a counselor. So this is like, but remember, Mars is activity, energy, mobility. It's fire energy. So, you know, it can get a little bit like angry if it's not communicating its truth. So for you, you know, you are very independent. You like to be in control. All right. So you maybe, you know, it's like stepping into that power, but without the need to control. Utilize that beautiful, soft, feminine power, because that's non-ego based power and it can never be abused. And yeah, actually you love the home and family are very important for you as well. Your dog is sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You've got long hair. Hair is connected to nerves. Okay. There you go. There you go, Cameo. I have the same one. There you go. It's my bottle, that as well. So this is my ruling number. My ruling number is number 9. And the 9 is very wise because the 9 carries the weight of all the numbers that go before it. So it carries all of that wisdom inside it. All right. But again, you know, a lot of star seeds come to the planet and they feel the shock and trauma and abuse, you know, that comes through the orange, and they express it as anger. So I had anger issues when I was younger, but I never like got aggressive, but just I used to internalize it a lot, get frustrated and stuff. So I've actually created a video and on this week that I'm going to be uploading very soon onto my YouTube channel. And it's all about 10 ways to banish anger forever. So if any of you guys are also, you know, sort of struggling with the emotion of anger, it'll shine a new light onto it and give a very fresh perspective on anger and give you ways in which to be able to identify it so that you can stop it in its tracks before it starts, you know, getting on top of you. Okay. Just split with your wife and waiting for her to join me. I think she'll come. Thanks for your read. You're very welcome. Yeah. 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 Control, but to let others lead. Yeah. Bad anger and love, hold the breath. I do. It's funny because that was one of the points I nearly put into my video, and I actually held my breath, but then I nearly passed out. So it's like, nah, I'm not putting that one in because otherwise people will literally be holding their breath. But there's all sorts of different ways to do it. But brilliant. Well, look, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. My mouth has been non-stop now since 8 o'clock this morning. So I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and relax. And yeah, I'll catch up with you very, very soon. Thanks so much for joining me. Remember, if you want your reports doing, they're on only 49 Australian dollars, and you can get them. There's a link underneath the video as well to my PayPal. All I need you to do is to email hayden@haydencrawford.com with your date of birth and your time of birth and your place of birth and your living name, which is the Christian name that you like to go by. And it's a 15-page handcrafted report that will be emailed through to you as a PDF. All right. So lots of love. Thanks, Mar. Thanks for tuning in and watching. There you go. Have an amazing time. Have an amazing day. Lots of love, everyone. Bye for now. Bye.